Alright, hey guys, Sir Wayne bringing you a video on Call of War 1942, a Clash of Nations map, day 1, okay? And what this is it's going to be a guide for beginners and anybody who's having trouble with this game, anybody having trouble figuring it out. I'm going to show you kind of the basics of what you need to do on day 1, and if you like it, hey, we'll do a day 2 and a day 3 and so on. Help you guys out a little bit. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do, and this is towards the end of day 1, so I've already done day 1, but it's still day 1 now. It's still day 1. Give me credit, guys. All right, first thing you're going to do is you're going to build barracks in each one of your cities. There are 5 cities, and this is what your cities look like. They're right here, and your cities all have an industrial complex in each one of them. Okay. So those are your cities, okay? So build barracks in each one of those. Then what you're going to do is you're going to come over to your research tab, and you're going to click the infantry tab, and you're going to click infantry, and then you're going to click it, and then you're going to start research. I've already researched it, so it's not going to pop up for me. And then when you're doing that, you click anti-tanks and research that next. Now the infantry is going to take about 9 minutes. Notice 9 minutes to do. So once that gets done, you're going to build that, okay? While that's researching, come over here to your province list again, and I want you to start building infrastructure in all 5 of your cities, okay? What the barracks are going to allow you to do is build your anti-tanks, okay? And infantry. What your infrastructure is going to allow you to do is going to allow you to build tanks and artillery as well as other things, okay? But the main things are tanks and artillery. So while your infrastructure is going on, your anti-tanks will be coming close to finishing up, and those are 30 minutes long to take. Once those are done, you will start building those and build all 5 of those anti-tanks, okay? While that's going on and getting done, the next thing you will do is you will research your artillery, okay? And then also you got 2 slots, so you can do artillery and anti-air, or you can do artillery and you can go to armor and do armored cars, or armored cars, also known as ACs, okay? Or you can do the anti-air. You're going to research all of this in one day, okay? You're going to research the air, the anti-tanks, the artillery, the infantry. You're not going to do militia, okay? Because it is practically worthless. Next thing you're going to research, you're going to research armored cars, light tanks, okay, which is everything in the armored cars for day 1, okay. Next, for air, you're going to do your tactical bombers. Don't worry about anything else right now for day 1. And then your naval, what I always build is I build a sub, okay. Now, if you're a landlocked territory, you're not going to build a navy. But if you're like me in France, I got all this water here, all this water here, all this water here. And if you don't want to build a navy and spend all the resources building a navy, this is your best bet. Just to go sub spam, build a whole bunch of subs, get them up to level 6, and put them out there in the ocean so you can see anything coming your way. Okay, I got a lot of water, got a lot of land to protect, got a lot of borders. Okay, once that is done, once you figure out navy, there is one last tab. Let's go back over here. There's one last tab which is secret, okay, and which is not available to day 4, so we're not going to worry about that, okay, but I do want to explain that, okay. So once that's done, you are going to build artillery. Once your infrastructure is done, you will build artillery on, okay. Now if you got, once your research is done for artillery and you have high command, which I have high command, as you can see here, I have high command, so you can put multiple things on a list. So if I click here, I can add infantry right after that. Bam, bam. So whenever they're done, it'll add on. That is a great thing for high command, and I definitely recommend it. So if your artillery's done researching, you can actually just click it and add on this artillery right behind it, okay, right behind your anti-tank, okay. And then you don't have to worry about it going automatically. It will automatically go for you as long as you have the resources to build them. Okay, I know I have a tank here, but that's because I did run out of resources. I ran out of the manpower up here at the time, so I just went ahead and built a light tank. No big deal. It's fine. We still got 4 artillery pumping out, and we will pump out more. Okay. Next thing you want to do is bring your troops together. Your troops are spread all the way across your territory for what? Okay. Let's think about what you want to protect. You want to protect, number one, your cities. Okay. Your cities and your military. Okay. Your cities, you can't fight without a military. So that's the most important thing. Second most important thing are the cities. So you can't build troops without cities. Okay. And if they get taken, you're not building nothing. Okay. So there's your 5 cities. And notice I have a lot of borders. I have Spain here, I have Italy here, I have Germany here, and I have Britain here. Okay. I'm not too worried about Britain. I honestly think Britain's going to be inactive because he just has not done anything. Neither has Germany. I think Germany is going to be as well. But I have plotted down here for Spain. I have defensed up. I've got the anti-tank here, anti-air, and some infantry. And it's in a mountain terrain, so it's very, very sturdy. We do not want to lose that right there. That is a very good defensive foothold. And the same thing up here. I've drawn a defensive wall here in the mountains, and here are my city right here. So, and up here, there's only 2 ways in from Germany without them going into Belgium, and that is, through Nancy or through here. I don't care about this territory. It's not worth the point. It's worth a little bit of money, some manpower. I'm not worried about that. I'm not going to try to hold all 3 territories. I'm going to focus on these 2 because these are the most important. Can't let them come in through Paris this way, and can't let them go through Nancy. Okay. So, and I got some armored cars back here. They're fast moving. I can do whatever I want with them. So, and the other thing that I've done, once you're done with artillery, you should start building tanks. How many artillery you need is all up to you, but artilleries are really busted. You have your infantry in front of your artillery, or your army, in fact, in front of your artillery. And you would, like, if I was going to attack Germany here, you would put your artillery like right here to be able to fire upon, and then you would have your infantry, your army right here. So that way they would have to go through your military to hit your artillery. You never stack your artillery with your army. Now you can put anti-air in front of it. Definitely put anti-air with your artillery. Don't let them bomb it. Notice I'm scouting here. That's my plane, so I can see how many he's stacking there. So I know he's not stacking on my border. Like I said, I think he's just inactive. But I'm not sure exactly where I want to go here, what I want to do. I've never played as France, so I'm really unsure. But like I said, it's day 1, so don't really worry too much about it. And not a big deal on day 1 unless you get, sometimes it changes, but nothing, there's no one declaring war on me or anything like that. So don't worry about anything like that. Let's see here. Next thing, and one of the last things you do is, or you can do it whenever you want. You go to your diplomacy, go down here up to all the NPCs, okay, non-player computers, okay? So you go to each one of those, and I'm not talking about Russia, who has not entered the game yet, which of course it's day 1. You find that a lot when you start a game. You'll find a lot of inactive players that haven't got to the game yet, so make sure you don't do this. But you go to this, you click your side, and you make them shared maps, okay? If you have high command, you'll click shared intelligence, okay? And you'll make this on all the CPUs, all the NPCs, okay? That way, at some point, you'll have some of them change their sign from peace to right away, okay? And what right away gives you is the ability to pass through their territories. So that's what we want. And it also will help out your overall, where are we at? Let's go back to that. Your overall, I'm not Germany, oops. France, okay. Your overall global popularity. See, mine's 89. It was not 89 before. It was like 82 earlier today. So it's already at 89, okay? And that will help your global popularity. And what that does is keep people computers, NPCs, from declaring war on you. I do not need to go to war with, let's say, Germany or Italy, and then all of a sudden I got Switzerland and I got Belgium declaring war on me. Okay, I do not need that. That would be absolutely horrible. Okay, or an NPC, let's say Spain, goes inactive and they declare war on me because my global popularity is so low. So watch out for that, guys. But I mean, I know this is a little long, but this is day one, guys. This is essentially everything you're going to do on day one. I can't think of anything else you want to do. I did build one naval base. It takes 15 minutes. You can build it whenever you want. You don't have to. I did upgrade my industrial complexes. I do not recommend doing that on Clash of Nations. I get mixed up on the maps and the resources, and I forget these smaller maps. You forget that you don't have many resources, and I pretty much bummed mine out on these industrial complexes, and I shouldn't have done that. And air base to level 2, so you can build tactical bombers. Now I only have one of these and one of these, so this is going to be my naval port where I'm going to build subs, and this is going to be my base where I build tactical bombers. Okay, so the rest of it I'm going to use, but right now I'm going to use it to build artillery and tanks right now. Then I'll work on my subs and then my tactical bombers. Slowly but surely I will build up an air force and a navy to deal with all of this over here. Okay, and you can use your planes to scout just like I'm doing right here, okay, with Germany. So, and the thing about planes is the more you upgrade them, which we will upgrade our tactical bombers, the further they will go out, so we can actually really get to see, and tactical bombers go out further than fighters, and we can really see anybody stacking on us or anything like that. And when I mean stacking on us, I mean they're putting their military there, like Spain is. Like Spain has started stacking, putting defensive units on me, but I'm not too worried about them. We'll deal with them in day 2, day 3, see what happens. I think that, you know, they could go inactive, so don't worry about it. But this is what I do on day 1, guys. Like I said, I'm not really prepared with France. I've never played as France before, so this is quite a bit different. Probably should have picked someone I already usually play as, but you know, it is what it is. You're still going to do the same thing regardless, which is just to see what our neighbors do and see if they talk to us or if they declare war, whatever they want to do. We'll see what happens. But this is the end of day 1, guys. Tune in tomorrow and see what I'll record at day 2 and let you know, guys, what happens in day 2. And I guarantee you we are going to attack somebody. I don't know who. Thank you guys so much.